Welcome to our rainy Conuco. It's raining. There is rain. Yara ka para. There's rain, or it's raining. And I wanted to show you real quick our tomatoes, because we finally started getting tomatoes. We started planting the cherry and pear variety of tomatoes around May, and then in June we planted the big beefsteak tomatoes, which I'll show you in a little bit. And now it's harvesting season for the smaller varieties, so I'm going to show you what we've got. Here are our cherry tomatoes, and you can see some of these are ready to be picked. You'll notice they've been growing quite a bit. There are a bunch here. I think I'm going to pick those couple of two near the back. Quite a few growing. There's still quite a few also that are green, and you'll notice that we have more of them changing colors over here, and tons of little ones there that haven't changed just yet. Now let's go take a look at the pear tomatoes. Here are the pear tomatoes, and as you can tell, they kind of have that droopy pear shape. I have a lot of them right here, and as soon as they turn yellow, like those near the back, you can see that they've started turning yellow. I'm going to start picking them, and I already picked a few of them yesterday. There's another one right there. Isn't that so pretty? Yay! And they're delicious. I already had some for my lunch today. Now that we're inside the greenhouse, I can show you how the beefsteak tomatoes are doing. This is the first year that we're actually able to grow them properly. Last year we planted them in the greenhouse, but to keep the pests away, I closed the doors of the greenhouse, and of course that prevented the pollinators from coming in. So the plant grew, and then the flowers couldn't be pollinated, so we didn't get any tomatoes. I didn't make that mistake this year. I opened up the doors to the greenhouse, like you see behind me, kept one door open, and kept the other one shut because the deer were getting in through there. So I kept one of them open, and then the bees found all of our herbs, and they kept coming in to get the flowers from our flowering herbs, and of course they pollinated the tomatoes. And I'm going to show you what we have so far. Look at those beauties! Aren't these gorgeous? These were the first two that I noticed pop up. Now this tomato stem here had a little accident. It started bending, so I just propped the stem up with a stake, and I did have to help it along with a little duct tape. So I wanted to make sure that we didn't lose these guys. So look how beautiful they are. So gorgeous. And if we look over here, we'll notice that this plant also has a few more growing there, a few behind as well. And you can see on this other side, look how gorgeous they're growing back there. So quite a few growing, and then this last plant here, we have a few more plants in this bucket growing a bunch as well. Look at that. I think yesterday I counted about maybe somewhere between 11 and 15 of the beefsteak tomato growing, and I'm so excited to see these guys. Hopefully it won't get too cold over the next few weeks, because it is already September. Hopefully it won't get too cold that the plants will start hurting, but so far so good. Very excited to see this. So if you haven't had any luck growing the bigger tomatoes and you're up in the Northeast like I am, or in a colder climate, try planting them in a greenhouse. They have been super helpful, but remember to keep the windows and doors open so your pollinators can come in and help you along. In the meantime, happy planting!